Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super episode review. Today I'm going to be discussing episode 80, where we're going to be talking about Gohan's awakened fighting spirit. Before I get into that, episode 79, I didn't get a chance to cover it. I was really busy last week, but overall, it went down exactly how I said it would during my episode 78 review. Basically, came to the conclusion that Boo was holding back, just playing like he was told to do, and then once Mr. Satan got hurt, he lost his shit and beat the crap out of Basil, which was kind of funny to me. And overall, like, the Wolves are just so weak. I mean, Basil had to rely on this huge, like, energy steroid in order to even power up enough to try to go toe-to-toe with Boo. And as we quickly saw from Boo getting, like, smashed and then getting up and, like, laughing, you know, which is hilarious to me. It's hilarious, number one, because he doesn't care. Number two, because the English dub version of Boo's voice is so high-pitched, and then the Japanese version is, like, so low-pitched. It's just funny to see, you know, the comparison there. But anyway, so Basil gets his ass beat. It was interesting to see a fighter that could shoot energy blasts from their feet. And some other moments throughout the episode that I thought were kind of funny was when Basil was kicking Boo's head into his neck, and everyone was, like, freaked out by it. But the Z fighters were like, whatever, Boo's just going to bounce back like he always does. But anyways, the fight ended, and then the Omni Kings were super impressed, which was really good, obviously, for everybody, because you want to keep them happy. And then the High Angel Priest was like, alright, snaps his fingers, the stage is rebuilt, let's get the next fight on. And here we have Gohan fighting Lavender. And even from the previews, it was very easy to see that Lavender isn't that much stronger, and his fighting techniques aren't that impressive either. I mean, we saw that Gohan was going to get blinded. We've seen fighters get blinded before. I mean, the friggin' solar flare that they do. We've seen that a million times. And they've had to fight, like, basically unable to see and have a raging headache, you know? And then Goku's battle with Yakon in Babidi's spaceship. Again, it was really dark, couldn't see, could sense the energy and beat the crap out of him. Now, in this situation, Gohan couldn't sense any energy from Lavender. They can't sense the energy from the Wolves for some reason. Maybe because they're so weak. But, you know, what he does is he quickly finds a workaround where he just boosts his own power level and is sending out his own energy, kind of like a sonar detection, to find where he is to beat the crap out of him. And they were so thrown off by this that it just goes to show you they don't have that much fighting experience, or everyone in their universe is so weak that these silly little tricks that they do just happen to work. And so obviously the fight progresses, and, you know, Gohan, you know, the more he uses his power, the faster the poison spreads, and he ends up having a tie with Lavender, and then gets a sensu bean, and he's okay. So it was a cool battle. It's nice to see Gohan obviously fighting again. We're all happy about that. I don't know how he gained 100 pounds of muscle from when Goku invited him to when he actually fought. You know, we'll leave that question for another day. But I mean, obviously, we don't want to see skinny, weak Gohan going Super Saiyan again, like we did when he was fighting Frieza, because that was pathetic. But you know, he's muscled up. He's getting his power back. He's getting his fighting style back. I actually thought in the beginning that he had already gone maybe Mystic because his hair was still black, just to start the fight off with like a lot of power, really test himself, but I was wrong. But anyway, so Lavender gets beat, and then, you know, we hear an announcement from the High Priest talking about the power levels of the universes, and talking about how some of the universes were already planned to be erased. So whether Goku asked for this tournament or not, they were going to be erasing some universes because they were deemed that too many universes exist, and some of them are just too weak. And my suspicion, well, half of my suspicion was confirmed. My suspicion that Universe 9 was a really weak universe, and they just wanted to see how they measured up against the Z Fighters, was confirmed. But what I didn't see coming was that Universe 6 is the second weakest universe out of all the universes. Universe 7, sorry. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see our universe as being one of the weakest ones, like, by any means. And, I mean, I knew that the Wolves universe was really weak because they sucked as fighters, but I just didn't see ours barely making above the cut compared to them. So, and obviously it seems like there's a few other universes that will not be erased just because they're really powerful. So this is really a battle to see out of the low-end universes, the weaker universes. That's why it's called the Tournament of Power. The least powerful universes are basically fighting for survival. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. And obviously all the Kais are freaking out, and all the gods are freaking out that, you know, even they're going to be erased. The only ones that are going to survive are going to be the angels. So it's looking to be quite interesting. And now with Goku's power being like so much higher than everyone else's, being like leaps and bounds higher than Gohan's, I'm interested to see how his fight's going to go, because I don't think the other wolf, I forget his name, I don't think he's that much more powerful than his brothers, and I'm not expecting to see much more of a fight out of him, really. I mean, let's just be honest. If his brothers are that weak, and they all train together, and they all try to be like this trio of badassness, just through comparison, there's no way he's going to be that much more powerful than Lavender or Basil. I mean, we see him get really, really big. They call him like the Crusher or whatever. But I mean, it doesn't matter how much bigger you get. It just makes you, a bigger target to hit, in my opinion. All that matters is your raw power. So, interested to see Goku's fight. Interested to see if he actually decides to go Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan, he might hold that back. I'm going to predict that he holds it back and he just beats the crap out of them as a regular Super Saiyan, which would be the best, because I don't think that our universe's power is being measured correctly. So, and I think once, Goku decides to go Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and Vegeta's brought into the mix, that's really going to raise the ranking of our universe overall. So I'm excited for next week's episode. Would love to know what you guys think, so be sure to leave those comments down in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button, and as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.